Okay, very good.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of Hard Factor. It is Monday, May 6th, episode 1555.
1455.
1455.
Right.
Okay.
Only 100 off. That was pretty close.
Okay. Yeah.
We're in the Columbus days, brother, not the Spanish Inquisition.
Getting there, though.
1800.
Getting up to the Inquisition, right?
What is it? Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492.
We're getting there.
Yeah, I'm in the 1400s.
Yeah, but he was probably exploring, I don't know when he was born. 1455. I mean, that's a little while before.
He's a piece of shit. That's all that matters.
Okay. Well,
A lot of pieces of shit in this episode.
tons.
1451.
When he was born. So he was just
Halloween.
4 years in. He was still probably on a boat by this point. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80% accuracy guaranteed. Everything you need to know in 40-ish minutes or less. But if you need more, go to patreon.com/hardfactor for up to 3 weekly bonus podcasts. Today, Wes has Indian courts up to some of their classic antics and a fool who works in schools to tell us about.
Yeah, little trend we're seeing over here in the States and a little trend they're seeing over there in India. So two trends that are terrible.
Trendy.
We got a lot of bad trends on this one. I'm not going to sugarcoat it because, Pat, you've got another fool who works in schools, right?
Oh, yeah. I got a superintendent in California who absolutely blew her lid after she felt her daughter was disrespected. And now she's out of a job. That's coming up later in the show. But real quick, guys, I want to throw this out. Just randos. Century Marco Polo was born. Bonus if you get the year.
Marco Polo. Is he like a 10, 20?
Just
like,
take a stab.
Is that the 11th century or the 9th century?
Just take a stab, skis.
Which way does it go?
She's born in 1212.
Did you look that up, Wes?
No.
All right, Magellan, Ferdinand Magellan. Any guesses on Magellan?
1350.
And finally, Ferdinand Columbus, the OG Columbus.
Christopher's father?
1376.
Polo, 1254. Magellan, 1480. Ferdinand Columbus, 1488.
Wow. 1400s was a big year for big century for explorers. Sorry.
Yep, huge.
Wow. And then I've got more fools in schools. A fake fool formerly enrolled in school, which is in Boston, if you haven't heard about this one yet. And plus some real news to go along with that fake stuff. So
Cool.
Good.
happy Monday.
I just want to remind everyone, not if you're a wrecker, because that's a respectable job, but if you're a tow truck driver who tows people's cars in no parking zones, you're a piece of human garbage, and you could do so many other jobs. Yeah, this one pays okay, and it probably has city benefits, but you're trash, and everything you do all day at your job makes someone's day worse. So fuck you, eat a dick, you piece of shit.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you had good weekends, but Pat, clearly you didn't.
Got your car towed, huh?
Try getting your car towed while your family's 25 minutes away and your phone is completely broken and you're at the Apple store and they tell you it's going to be an hour and a half before they can get a phone on.
Now, Pat, did you knowingly park in a no parking zone?
It was very confusing.
Okay.
Not properly labeled is what it sounds like. Well, sorry about that, Pat. That sounds like it really threw a wrench in your whole family.
Did you know?
I really didn't know, buddy.
Okay.
I mean, it was such a disaster watching the car with the car seats. Okay.
Did you watch it get towed?
Yeah, big time.
Oh, did you run after him
Big time ran after them.
Oh, and they wouldn't
And then
stop.
I came back in, and the Apple people go, "It happens," and I looked at one of the guys and go, "What fucking happens?"
Yeah, that's not what you want to hear from.
Oh, you parked there?
Oh, it happens. I said, maybe the richest company in the fucking world, no hyperbole, no hype, can offer some fucking parking at one of their 2 Chicago locations. You fucking losers.
That's tough. Yeah, it seems like Apple's really not doing it. Well, they're cutting back. They're trying to, they still have the most money, but it hasn't been the glasses. Remember the Vision? It didn't go good.
Potentially, there's a video out there now because tow truck drivers are taking to YouTube, like especially repo guys, and they like.
I got no
they
beef
have,
with repo guys.
They have. Well, I'm just saying, there's tow truck driver channels now. The people of towing people's cars and them running after them and arguing and stuff. So you might end up on a YouTube channel, and that would be.
No, this piece of shit is a city piece of shit that like could be
still,
worth.
he could have a TikTok.
Just fuck him. Just fuck him and his dumb ass. He's a dumbass piece of.
Wouldn't you want to end up on his TikTok though? That'd be funny.
Yeah.
How could you wake up in the morning? How could you do it? Wake up in the morning and realize every single person I interact with today, I'm gonna fuck their day up. I'm gonna fuck it up.
Yeah. No, I mean that's what a tow truck driver.
Every single client I take on today is gonna ruin their day, and I sleep at night.
Having a good day. Not anymore, because I'm.
Yeah, sorry, Wes. I didn't mean to break up the flow. I'm sorry. But they get paid a lot for it. So that's, I mean, it's, it's.
Yeah. So did the SS.
That's how it goes. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly not a glorified position. You're doing the worst work on planet Earth, basically.
Piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, sorry about that, Pat. I had a great weekend. The Fall Guy, pretty funny. Happy 10-year anniversary to my wife. She's the best.
So, oh wow! Happy anniversary.
It's lasted 10 years.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
What a saint.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You maybe could tell from listening to the show.
Remember when you peed in that trash can when you passed out? You peed in the trash can, passed out. You blacked out. I mean,
one time I pissed just at the floor of our bed when I was blacked out. And somehow I survived that. So
stuck around.
She's a real saint. She really is. Yeah. 2 kids. So
3 really. 3 really. You know what I mean?
Because
yeah, including me. Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's true.
I love that joke. Anyway, happy anniversary.
Did you have a good weekend, Wes?
Yeah, went and saw Abigail with Cam, and he plugged his ears about 75% of the time. That's what he does when he's scared.
Soft Cam did that.
Yeah, Soft Cam did that.
It's a horror movie.
Yeah, it wasn't very scary at all. But
really?
Yeah, but he doesn't like anything scary. So it was fun. We had a big bucket of popcorn and shared some time together.
Nice. Sounds fun.
So yeah, Fall Guy drivers.
Yeah. Fuck the tow truck driver. Sorry about that, Pat. But Fall Guy apparently has an Amber Heard joke in there. I don't know if it's turd related. I totally missed it. We were pretty blitzed, but I didn't catch it. People are upset about it. But it was a fun.
You get a sitter. You got a sitter.
Nah, these days, I mean, you can just there's like a bar outside the theater, which is also a bar now.
I know, but you had talked about that was one of your first dates. So
you're right, Wes. No, I didn't. For nostalgia's sake, I didn't.
Yeah.
But you got a sitter.
You don't have so much prep time. Oh yeah, I got a sitter.
Yeah,
we got the
Jesus
best sitter.
Christ.
Yeah,
good. Well,
expensive night, but
there's always next weekend, Pat.
Worth it.
Shit. Fuck.
Anyway, how much did it cost to get your car out? By the way, what is that?
$175 fucking dollars, buddy.
Oh man, you could
actually way less than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I think I would guess the going is $250. Yeah. Well, I think we maybe have a lot of tow truck drivers in the audience.
Again, fuck you.
If you are one, and you just let Pat know how he can get it,
I got no beef if you're a wrecker, dude. I got no beef if you're a wrecker. Wreck on, dog. I love a AAA tow truck driver when I need help. But the fucking snakes. The snake hawks.
Patrolling around.
The guys who only exist to be called to tow cars out of parking lots.
And they're like soft little bitches. They use scurrying.
Street spaces. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look. I wouldn't even call it on.
He's probably laughing when you're looking in the mirror, watching you run after him.
It's a job
laughing.
that exists, though.
Yeah.
Who hires that guy? You're saying
it's easy to laugh when you have a 90 IQ.
Sometimes it'll be the store that hires them. Like, are you sure Apple did?
It was a fucking city. It was a city. It was the city. It was the city. It was the city. And the only fucking place you can go when your phone's broke is a fucking Apple store. And these pieces of shit, there's no parking.
Did they alert them to the illegally parked car?
No, they fucking ball hawk there, dog.
Okay.
They toe hawk in that area.
It's probably good entertainment for Apple.
Apple's getting off scot-free.
Yeah. That happens.
Yeah.
Hey, we got one today. He
What
was,
fucking
He was
happens?
real pissed. Brought his phone in for help, and we fucked him.
Called as soon as you pulled into the spot.
Yeah. We fucked him good.
I mean, sometimes it is that. It's just like fucking annoying employees at the local businesses.
Oh, they're in cahoots. They've got
Yeah,
you
they
know,
report it
get
a lot of times.
kickbacks and shit. It's a whole system. I probably.
All right, whatever.
Let's
do the
Let's
news.
get into the news, shall we? All right. Listen up, married men. Speaking of anniversaries, who are fed up with their wives not putting out whenever the fuck they want it. I have a solution for you. It's easy. Convince your wife to pick up herself and her family, move to India, where marital rape is legal. Okay?
Wow.
That's right. You heard me. Marital rape is legal as long as your wife is older than 15. What the hell, India?
That's
What
so
what if your wife is under 15? Why is that a possibility?
Because
it's
they have
a
a lot of
possibility
child
in India.
wives there.
So, Wes, I'm assuming that this is in the news because this is a new clarification. This isn't like an old law. It sounds like it would be an old law.
Like Parliament oversaw this shit?
Oh, it's an old law, but what they did is
Oh.
they just regressed. So
Okay.
from the public
locking it in.
article dated May 2nd, 2024, I thought it might have been a typo and the article was from 1924, but no, it's 2024. The article by Jack Hadfield, who I guess covers all things rape, women's rights in India, says, quote, a top court in India has affirmed the legal standard that all forms of marital rape against a woman are legal so long as she is above the age of 18, despite a previous Supreme Court judgment raising the age to 18. So
they brought it back.
They brought it back. They brought it back.
I feel like we got to start, like, you know, every time you get a customer service representative who's in India, I feel like you got to be like, what's up with the marital rape?
What's up with all the rape over there?
So also the way that this went down, it sounds like the Supreme Court, like the high court in India, was pissed off when this got changed. And they've just been like licking their chops to take it back to 15.
Yeah.
Like
So it's the High Court of Madhya Pradesh, which is state in central India to the southeast of New Delhi. They ruled against the woman who reported that her husband was raping her on two separate occasions after they became married in June of 2019. And marital rape is legal in India. The woman attempted to have her husband charged for assaulting her in unnatural ways. So there's a penal code that declares that all forms of rape. Yeah, I guess. Or there was an animal involved, perhaps. I don't know. The section 375.
Mongoose.
They like their lizards over there. Remember?
Lizards. Yeah, I remember.
All forms of rape are illegal where the woman does not or cannot give consent, but leaves an exception for, quote, sexual intercourse or sexual act by a man with his own wife, the wife not being under 15 years of age. So they tried to increase their age in 2017, that the sexual intercourse with a girl below 18 is rape, regardless of whether she's married or not. And now I guess it's, back to 15. So, what the hell, India, it's,
I mean, really, what the hell, India? Like, for real.
Yeah.
What the
crazy.
hell, India?
It's strange. Strange to
like who are the constituents that are calling their Congress people in that situation?
A lot of Indian dudes, I guess, and the entire
I can't have it.
The entire Indian Supreme Court, felt that way, and they were like, "No, fuck that! I can't believe they tried to change. This is a bedrock.
I take what I want.
This is a bedrock of Indian government.
It is. It's a bedrock of their society. It appears
they had to set it straight.
Yeah. So,
real quick, Wes, Hank Elliott live comment on Facebook while we're taping this. What if your wife is a tow truck driver in India? Doesn't she rape you?
Yeah, hell yeah, she does.
There you go.
All the time. If you park in the wrong area.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how you could get up in the morning and say, this is what I'm doing today. What's the suicide rate?
I don't know. It's got to be something.
I don't know.
Maybe high.
Maybe. Who knows? I mean, like there's probably like a job where you can get like run into physical.
Well, do they deserve? They have their own fucking yellow. They have their own like the thin yellow line or whatever. They have their own flag.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, fucking tow truck drivers have their own flag.
They have a yellow flag. They have a
Yeah,
yellow line.
because
you're
of
talking
harm.
about tow truck drivers, not raped women. I thought you were talking about raped women.
I'm talking about. They need a flag. Just any flag. All
Seems
flags.
like they deserve one more than tow truck drivers.
Tow truck drivers bring it on themselves.
They do have a flag for sure.
Yeah.
It's tough out here being a tow truck driver, ruining your fucking day.
Respect the thin yellow line, brother.
Just like, I'm just trying to ruin your fucking day, and they're coming at me. Like a cop is like, I'm trying to protect and serve. Different. An EMS person is like, I'm trying to save your life. Different.
True.
Firefighter, I'm trying to prevent your house from burning down, your cat from burning up. Different.
Yeah, but you could also say that like cops that just sit there and get people for speeding are in the same realm as these tow truck drivers, couldn't you, Pat?
No, because look, there are cops that don't do shit, but the cops at large
that exist.
have to put themselves.
That only sit there and get tickets. Yeah,
But at large,
absolutely.
They have to put themselves in harm's way all the time. Being cops a hard job. I don't want to be.
I was just trying to pin you on something.
No, man. I appreciate, please.
Dirk Diggler's with me and Wes saying the people at the Apple Store probably get a commission from that tow truck. I mean, it seems
absolutely
that happens. It happens more than you think. The company reports your car being parked there. And back to the story though, Wes. Tiller asks, aren't there some U.S. states that don't criminalize marital rape?
I would fucking hope not, Tiller. I don't know.
If there are some,
it's gonna be one of the A states.
Marital rape. I mean, yeah, it's definitely got to be somewhere.
One of those states that has the worst education systems in the country. I'm thinking about you, Alabama, Arkansas, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I feel like we would have heard about that.
We wouldn't.
No state that you can rape your wife legally.
Law. Yeah. Illegal.
Come on, Tiller.
Now, prior to the 70s, different story. But we cleaned it up. All right, India, take a note.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just gonna go into my second story.
Yeah. When I got in there, they didn't have my appointment either at the Genius Bar.
Yeah. I mean,
that slowed me down.
See, Apple's getting it gets worse and worse the longer the story.
Oh, what's your last name? We don't have it.
Oh, it happens all the time. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
You try to put your name in. See, you put your name in, it didn't come up, right?
Blue tow truck.
We'll get you one. We'll get you an appointment. Just sit down for 6 minutes.
Hey, look this. Hey, come over here away from the window.
What's your next story?
All right.
There are loopholes in 12 states, though, about marital rape.
I mean, gee, I don't know what the loophole. I think if you rape a woman, you should go to jail for
governing.com. There's 12 states with loopholes.
Second story. It's not much better over here in America, after all, though, guys. Where teachers are hooking up. Well, actually, hooking up is probably the wrong term. Where teachers are abusing their underage students at an alarming rate. Yeah. This happily engaged couple, I believe this actually probably is an engagement couple or engagement photo, are Madison Bergmann and Sam Hickman. The two were set to be married this July, but Sam has decided to call off their wedding after his fiancée, Madison, who is a teacher, was caught making out with one of her students. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, okay. So, this older woman was making out with a high school senior, probably already 18, sucks for the husband, probably fire.
Usually what it is, right? In these situations.
No big deal. Well, it is a big deal because Madison teaches elementary school and her makeout partner was an 11-year-old fifth grader. Here's some context for you. This is what a group of fifth grade boys looks like. They're children.
What a good context photo.
Yeah.
Look at those kids that's like big skin around.
Dude, they're just they're just playing some backyard football.
Not a whisker on them.
They got a sweet lot too. Look at that.
Yeah.
What a sweet situation is to be in the fifth grade where you're in a neighborhood where like maybe there's two undeveloped lots. Look at those kids just throwing the ball right there.
That's like sandlots.
Yeah.
They're all wearing jerseys, not a pube or an armpit hair amongst them.
One of those kids has pubes.
Well, the one in the middle, the guy in the middle who's got his arms around everybody, the big boy.
He's got the pube confidence. Yeah.
Well, he's got pube confidence. He's got like just a couple of armpit hairs, but none of these guys have pubes yet.
Calls them his pitties.
Yeah. He's got a couple of like wiry hairs, and then everybody else like stares at him, jealous.
He says he jerks off, but he probably hasn't.
Right. Yeah. He just hears about it from an older kid.
Yeah. He's probably got an older brother.
Yeah.
just trying to ask someone else if they've done it. Anyway, an anonymous friend.
You haven't done it. Everybody does it, bro.
Yeah, you've done it right. How do you do it? Well, how do you do it? Yeah, so this is a child that she made out with, had a relationship with. An anonymous friend of Sam's, this is Wisconsin, by the way, says the wedding has been called off. Quote, it's been indefinitely postponed, and it probably won't happen. Sam is really upset and heartbroken. He's embarrassed and he's pissed. He didn't deserve this. Everyone is pissed. The friend also said the decision was mutual to terminate the July 27th wedding because Madison is into children. The friend went on to say, he says it's fucked up that she cheated with a little kid.
Yeah.
He's really, really hurt. Not talking too much about it. Just like, this is fucked up.
Yeah, no, it just sums it up. I mean, she's a pedophile and is going to prison, I would assume.
And judging by the other photos, they've been together for a while. I think that's a prom picture, and I think this is a separate prom picture.
Wow.
But I'll tell you right now, looking at this photo, there's something wrong with this couple. I can tell you this from 100 feet away. There's something wrong with this couple. I'm not gonna put.
What's the warning signs you see here?
I mean, do you really want me to get into it? I can't really get into it.
Why not? Why can't you?
I can't get into it.
I mean, what you see in her eyes.
Yeah,
there's something wrong with this couple. I'm just saying.
Well, you're right.
You've seen these two. You've seen both of these two before, and neither of them are supposed to be in this relationship. But you were saying,
So from the article, the dirty secret was, or the friend went on. He's still in shock. Not only did she cheat on him, but she cheated with the little kid. And the boy's father found text messages between the pair, stormed into Rivercrest Elementary School with printouts of the conversations. The text revealed stuff like the teacher enjoyed the fifth grader touching her when they were making out. Anyway, but I did a little investigative journalism, and the people over there at Rivercrest Elementary School are lazy because they still have Madison's teacher profile up on their Facebook page, and it says that she is into painting and house plants, and she was inspired. She wanted to be a teacher since she was kindergarten. All of my teachers along the way helped to foster that dream.
Oh,
so
no.
Maybe look into those teachers a little bit. Yeah. Comments on that Facebook page, only 2. This Tina says she's a sexual predator. Relationship with an 11-year-old student makes me sick. And then Hard Factor says the person that runs this Facebook page is lazy.
Got him, Wes.
Delete the post.
Got him.
Anyway, she's on administrative leave, probably going to go to jail for a while. What a sicko. She got the kid's number from the kid's mom because she went on a trip with them over the summer, I guess. It's a really close-knit community. So a few people are going to need to talk to someone after that story, and they might need to talk to our sponsor, BetterHelp. We all carry around this show is sponsored by BetterHelp. We all carry around different stressors, big and small, secrets, stuff that you need to talk to someone about before things get out of hand. You know what I mean? Therapy is a safe space to get things off your chest and to figure out how to work through whatever is weighing you down, like bad thoughts, bad desires, anything that really is weighing you down. If you benefit, I've of course benefited from therapy in my sobriety. It's one of the things that helped me get there, and I highly recommend it. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist, and switch therapists anytime, no additional charge. So get it off your chest with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/hardfactor today. Get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/hardfactor. I have used this service. It is awesome.
Yeah, it's the best. And therapy is so helpful for anybody, whether you're, whatever state you're in. It's very helpful.
I mean, if you're like on, like in a fight with your partner and you got 2 kids who both need to be in car seats and she's got a broken back, your phone doesn't work, and you drop them off at an art class, and then the car gets towed, and that means that she's gonna have to walk these kids home, and then she's gonna have to go get the car from the tow lot because the car's registered to her name. You might need therapy.
Yeah, it's gonna be a therapy situation.
Hopefully, you've scheduled your next BetterHelp session, Pat.
Mm-hmm.
Next 3.
or whoever's in
Yeah.
that situation. That was
Yeah,
hypothetical.
that.
It's a hypothetical.
Mhm.
Related to the hypothetical, though, suicide rates 12.4 per 100,000 for tow truck drivers as of 2022. That stat is up 27% from previous years. So,
Wonder
you know,
why.
everybody can use a little bit of better help in their life. All right, let's move on to the next segment. Fake and genuine news and everything. Okay, it's never been harder to tell what's real and what's fake than in 2024. Okay, first it was the fake news, right, that started flooding the internets during like the 2010s, in the lead up to that Trump election. And now you've got AI, deep fakes, and everything else on top of that. It's no wonder that people are having harder and harder time understanding what's real and what's not in the current day and age. You're gonna have robots soon. People are literally going to be fooled by robots soon. That's like a thing. It's coming. It's not
Probably
not far
already
away.
are being fooled by robots.
Right, probably once in a while, right? So let's dive into that a little bit. All right, it's hard to tell what's real and what's fake. I got a fake example and some real examples. Up first, from our UK Hardo Hive correspondent Andrew Parker in Leeds. He sent us this story about a troubled 13-year-old girl in Massachusetts named Ellie Blake. Okay, here's Ellie's photograph, guys. Anything strike you off the bat about Ellie's picture here? Ellie Blake, the 13-year-old.
Just her braces.
Does not look 13 at all. Has braces. Looks like she's a fake. She looks like she got braces to look 13, maybe.
Well, Pat, you are a great detective. I've always said that. She looks a little old, right? To your eye.
Yeah, she looks 19, probably.
Not 13, right? Well,
No.
that's because Ellie Blake
Too tall.
also, too tall, too developed, right? Right.
Well,
Wes?
look at her face.
Yeah.
Look at her face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a full chin.
She looks like she smoked a few cigs, quite frankly.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She looks to be seasoned for
Is
a
that a
13-year-old.
Seasoned. Yeah.
Tucket hat. She has a Nantucket shirt. And
She's weighted some tables.
Yeah, it's a
that's
field
true.
trip. She's on a 13-year-old's field trip to Nantucket, probably, with her
Okay.
braces there. Okay. So Ellie Blake, yeah, her photograph looks a little old to people who check it out for the first time. That's like, hey, is she really 13? Well, it's because she's also Daniela Blake Herrera, 16 years old.
See put that photo back up. That looks the baby fat of that photo. That looks like a child.
That was actually her high school photo.
Right.
But who she is actually Shelby Hewitt, 32 years old.
Whoa, another twist. I love it.
Yeah.
I was like, that twist sucks.
She looks so afraid.
Oh yeah, she's afraid now, Pat, because
Yeah.
she's in court, bro. She's
Oh my God! Somehow you put up a photo of her looking more afraid.
yeah, she's in court.
Dude,
now.
put that other one up. Put that
This
other
is
one up
what-
first.
This is her in court.
That's the most afraid.
Yeah,
And then the other one,
she's crazy in the other one.
oh
This
my
is-
God, she looks so afraid on the right.
Her mugshot, she's still insane, thinking she's going to get away with it. Now she's in court pleading not guilty. I think it's sinking in that maybe she might not get away with it. And she is one persuasive and pretty insane lady. Not only did Shelby falsify her way into 3 Boston area schools as a teenager, as a 32-year-old woman, she also somehow convinced her therapist and partner to foster her, like on paper, to help falsify the paperwork in which she claimed she had a genetic condition that made her age faster. Wes, that was the claim she put in the system.
Oh.
And she put that she was a human trafficking victim, but really she's a 32-year-old woman, Shelby Hewitt. And what makes it even more odd is that Shelby has a master's degree, in school counseling. And then she was left.
She doesn't.
She does.
She literally has a master's.
She has a
That's hard as shit to get.
Yeah, no, she has a master's degree in school
From
counseling.
Sylvan?
What's that?
From Sylvan Learning Center.
No idea where she got. No,
That's
she's
where kids go.
You'll hear more. You'll hear more. This girl is complicated, guys. I'm telling you. It makes it much more odd because Shelby, she has the master's degree in school counseling, and she was left a $1 million inheritance, and she quit her Department of Children and Families job, prior to all this happening around 2018. So the motive is really unclear. She's a millionaire with a master's degree, And she had the job, that her degree like put her in.
She writing a book, maybe, Will?
That's what that Spielberg guy did. The guy that freaked it at Paul VI and pretended to be Steven Spielberg's kid. It was under the guise of, I'm gonna make a film, right? Or like I think it was Sean Penn, one of those actors from the 80s, went for real to school for research.
Mm-hmm.
It was Cameron Crowe. It was Cameron Crowe. They let Cameron Crowe go and be in school.
So she basically
set
this right. She basically set that up, Pat, for herself, but illegally, right? So even though Shelby quit that job with DCF after she got her inheritance, she continued to illegally use her DCF employee knowledge to submit herself as a child patient at the Walden Behavioral Treatment Center and then enroll herself into Jeremiah E. Burke High School for 7 months and then transferred herself to Brighton High School for 2 months before she got caught. And she's pleaded not guilty to criminal forgery and ID fraud. And she claims that the truth will come out at some point in court this year. Sometime during the whole timeline, though, she also went back to work full time at the Department of Children and Families in 2021. And then that also helped her like submit the paperwork with the scam, when it was active in the 2022 to 2023 school year last year.
Was she doing anything like, was she fucking any of the kids? Was she doing anything like that? So I honestly don't have a problem with this if she wasn't fucking any of the kids.
It's we don't know.
They're always fucking the kids, buddy. She has fake porn star braces, and she's not doing something
really
weird.
Just could be a very she's a journalist or whatever she's trying to do. She's just dedicated. I think she's just dedicated.
Show me the book.
She's a con artist, Wes, for sure. Whether she's working on a project or not, she was able to successfully con her assigned foster parents, I guess, after her therapist and her partner. Their names are Rebecca Burnett and John Smith in Jamaica Plain. And it's unclear pre-trial if these were just rubes who she was able to con successfully or plants that she got in there. I don't know. We'll find out in the trial. But she was not able to fool her classmates. And the plan started to unravel when she reported to her fake foster care worker that she created, called Michelle Delphi, that other kids in the school wouldn't stop making fun of how old she looked. That fake caseworker sent that note to Principal Caitlin Murphy, but then that fake account had a fishy email. So, that's when the principal was like, this is fishy. They looked into it. Ellie Blake, the 13-year-old with braces, who was a 32-year-old woman, could never produce a birth certificate, obviously. So once that happened, she was arrested at the end of school year, June 2023.
Was she fucking her foster dad?
I mean, she had a partner during this whole time.
Totally legal and totally hot, Wes. Yeah. If you want to explore that. This reminds me of Gilstrap Portley. You remember that dude? Who like almost had the most heroic, cool story of all time in sports, where like post Katrina, all the Texas area high schools were letting you in without much paperwork because
this happened.
You lost all your shit, and this guy Gilstrap Portley like went to, I forget what school it was, maybe in Dallas, and he wanted a second shot to play basketball.
Claimed he was
dominating.
Yeah.
He was going to get a full ride, and then you know what he did.
Well, yeah,
what they all do.
Got arrested.
He got accused of being involved in a relationship with a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah, well, when you're 25, you get in trouble. So anyways, this girl, her real name again, Shelby Hewitt. She went by Ellie Blake as the 13-year-old. She was somehow able to collect checks for doing social work that entire time, like I was saying, when she went back to the job in 2021. And she played on the girls' basketball team the entire time. So
was she fucking the girls' basketball team coach?
No idea, Wes, but it'll come out in the trial. But it's one of the most impressive and insane like fake student cons we've seen ever.
She's gotta be fucking somebody.
Yeah, they keep saying I'm a skibbity toilet, and I don't like it.
She has to be, Pat, because she's 32. She's been around the block. So anyway, that fake high school student was definitely fake. Here's some unfortunately real news stories to start your week off. Jeffrey Epstein's Black Book is being put up for private auction on May 15th, and 220 extra names that haven't been identified yet will go to the highest bidder. So,
but here's why I hate this, because it does, like, again, I felt bad because I felt like I always had periphery contact with Jimmy Buffett's estate. and even not even his estate, Jimmy Buffett,
Pat,
before he was dead.
You might get the name. You might get.
But I took my jokes down with Jimmy Buffett because he's just in the book, because you're a billionaire, you got lots of context. There's just names in a book. It doesn't, unless there's like a star system like fucked children, which there isn't. Last time I looked, there isn't.
But still, you want to know who's in the black book. Alexander Historical Auctions will sell it to most likely someone who wants to destroy those 220 extra names, but hopefully not. And hopefully we get Pat can put his jokes back up.
An anonymous bidder too, so we'll never know who bought it, right?
You'll never know who bought it. They hopefully will release the amount it's sold for. Also, turns out there's a dozen total Boeing whistleblowers, so those are some bad planes and some really people in mortal danger.
Yeah, dude, big time. You're taking out a life insurance policy on yourself if you're a Boeing whistleblower, right?
Yeah. It was also really bad for the whole protesters Israel-Gaza thing over the weekend. Just not good for anybody. There's no ceasefire, and the protesters are using, trash can shields. So,
yeah. I got on the text message a little bit. I hate how there's lack of respect for protesting in this country these days, but I will say that, like, without any sort of leadership.
Pat, what are you clicking? I can hear every click.
Nothing. Nothing less.
I agree, Pat. Your point remains because literally at these protests, Pat, they're yelling FJB both sides. It's insane. So yeah, there's nothing.
I thought Joe Biden had a pretty straightforward and the response we should all have, which is peaceful protest, not okay. I mean, not non-peaceful protest. It's got to be peaceful.
Yeah, it's just it's crazy. The fund, apparently the protests are funded by a lot of his donors. It's just nuts. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. The protesters aren't getting what they want. Nobody's getting what they want in that situation. Everybody's very upset.
I saw everyone's got the same tent color too. I saw that picture. Everyone's got the same tent.
My thing is, did you see the video?
It's Soros. It's Soros.
No, Politico is confirming that Gates, Soros, the Rothschilds, and other major Biden donors are funding the protest.
They're funding the protests in that they're at Ivy League campuses. I mean,
no,
no one funds a protest. It's where do I put my money for the protest?
They drop the bricks of the Black Lives Matter protest.
To get people there,
support them with tents,
and to get them stuff. Yeah.
All right, real quick, guys. I want to show you a woman. Take a look, skis, at this lady. All right, chair. Look at her. Yeah, hey, she's a superintendent of a San Diego County school. She looks like a superintendent, right?
Yeah,
great. Totally. Marianne,
exactly what you'd imagine. Yeah,
Kim Phelps, and she's been a superintendent a while. She's got a daughter over there. I think that's her daughter, probably one of them at least, right there. I think they took a trip to Asia. She's of Asian descent. At some point, there's a photo of her and her husband and her daughter. That same daughter played softball. Okay, and I guess Del Norte High is where she played. And back on May 30th, 2023, there was an after-season team banquet, and her daughter was named MVP.
There you
Pretty cool. However, Phelps didn't feel like her daughter got the adequate applause deserved for MVP. She was livid. She felt that there was a major slight. Her daughter's name was called, MVP award given, and the applause was kind of soft. And Will, you know what this is. She's just not a favorite on the team. That's okay. That doesn't mean that she's not the most valuable.
Superintendent,
Right. Well, or the team just isn't that fucking fired up on the kid. That's okay. That happens. Maybe someone else felt like someone else should have gotten an MVP award. Who knows?
Happen,
but mom, who wields.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Pat. I had a coach on golf that when I got the sportsmanship award, say that I maybe wouldn't have been his first pick during the fucking
he said that while giving you the award.
Yeah.
Right. If I was your dad, I would, and your dad has a strong handshake, I would have really squeezed that man's hand.
I forget the exact words, but it was definitely like, because there was another kid on the team that he thought may have been. He's like, "What? This might not have been my first pick, but it was something along those lines." It's like, Jesus. Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah, well, it was somewhat similar to this. I mean, the girl got the MVP award, but the applause was just not fucking enough. So right after that situation, right after the awards banquet, she started texting another girl on the team. It was a minor at the time. Big mistake, because this girl ended up bringing a lawsuit. But she was texting this girl for about an hour and a half trying to confirm the conspiracy against her daughter. Like, it was arranged, right? You guys all conspired to not clap for my daughter, right? After she won MVP, and the girl was like, "I'm 16. What are you talking about?"
Also, if at these banquets, if you haven't been an athlete before, a lot of times the vibes are low, right? Like if the team sucked, like Pat said, like nobody's cheering for the MVP.
Right? It's May. Everyone's fucking done. It's May 30.
Yeah.
The season's over. The school year's over.
It could just
whatever.
Don't fucking care.
Anyway, she absolutely went fucking nuts, and she brought 10 seniors down, and she essentially said that unless they signed a piece of paper admitting that they bullied her daughter, that they would not be able to graduate. Pretty fucked up. She took it like way too far. There was a school board meeting where the coach stood up and was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" Like, she would not let it go. Yeah. Essentially like using the bullying statute against these kids. Be like, "Look, you fucking bullied my daughter. So sign it, admit you bullied, or you're fucked." And she lost her job.
Not bullying though.
She lost her job this week, but I just think it's, I mean, way to blow it. You know what I mean?
She's crazy.
Way to blow it.
But you know what? This is exact like how she looks like the perfect school superintendent. This is like one of the ways you would imagine the average superintendent just absolutely losing their mind, not getting the respect they deserve.
I just don't understand that shit. Like,
for them and their child.
How can you not separate the two? Like I feel like I've run into this situation where like I knew a kid whose parent was in a position of power, and essentially the kid got it harder. Where the parent was like, sorry, like double down, like really got to separate church and state here. Like, you know, this sucks for you.
I used to get benched when my dad was the basketball coach.
100%.
Didn't start.
Yeah, because of perception. You know,
yeah, it wasn't because I sucked.
Your quickness.
I was amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, until you get that conditioning up. Well.
Yeah. Lose that belly. Until you lose that belly.
Can't expect people. Can't have people looking at me thinking I'm giving you a leg up just because you're my boy.
Can't put my fat son in.
Yeah. But I guarantee you're the only kid on the team who was from D1 genetics, right? But you still got fucking benched. That's just
the way to do it, though. You got to coach your own kids hard. If you agree to be a coach, you can't show favoritism. Those are the worst ones. When you get on their team and you know that everything is going to be about the coach's kid, that's just the worst.
Right. Anyway, that's the show. I love a superintendent, bro. That's the boss of the entire district, losing her shit, forcing kids to sign forms so they could rejoin the team. Anyway, get out there. Tell a friend about Hard Factor. Fuck you, tow truck drivers, not wreckers, and have a great fucking day.